Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Krakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto us like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. I went on a video that I seen, and this video is a famous lawyer, and a lot of people may know him. And this lawyer has a lot of connects. He's a small hatter, Alan Dershowitz. All right, and one of the major things that Alan Dershowitz, I believe he was part of that dream team of the dream team with this guy, OJ, I believe. Yeah, I believe he was in part of that. You know what? I didn't even look at it. Slovakia. That's my bad. My fault. Let me look this guy up real quick. Alan Dershowitz. Now, let's see. Where are you? He's a rat bastard. But anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Mike Tyson is clients. But he had another famous client. Yeah, he was. Yep. He's part of that dream team. In 1995, Dershowitz served as a appellate advisor on the murder trial of OJ, part of the legal dream team, alongside Johnny Cochran and F. Lee Bailey. He was a member of Harvey Weinstein's defense team in 2018 and of President Donald Trump's defense team in the first impeachment trial in 2020. And he was a member of Jeffrey Epstein's defense team and helped to negotiate 2006 a non-persecution agreement on Epstein's behalf. So this is where this comes about. So this is this man's resume, so to speak. This is his works. All right. His working is these great profile cases he's well known, famous for. But also, which is not going to tell you, all right, they're not going to tell you that he also blundered. Now, when this whole C-19 was coming out, he was one of the people that said, I forgot who he was talking to. He had an interview with one of these Edomites that would, speak somewhat truth about the government and so forth. And he basically told that guy, like, look, if you don't want to get a shot, you might as well give up your passport, give up your citizenship, get the fuck out of America. And he said he would push that, all right, on people. And they said that, you know what, people should be forced to do it. All right, I forgot the name of the thing. I forgot who the guy named. He probably is in whatchamacallit right now, Rumble or something, some other platform, because he's no longer on YouTube. But Alan Dershowitz made a famous statement stating that everybody should be, you know what, all right. And it also says right here, he says, an Emirate Zionist in the support of Israel has written several books on the Arab-Israeli conflict. So he's juiced in, so to speak. So, but this crooked-nosed piece of shit, bastard. Now, part of that Epstein thing, guess whose name is on there? Oh, yeah, he is. All right, he is. He's part of that Epstein's famous list. And the response that he gives, it shows you that these devils, they are the devils that the Bible speaks of. All right, because when it comes for quote unquote justice, they themselves would throw the book at anybody, even for public opinion. A lot of these people, what really got we know what really got R. Kelly got. It was a court of public opinion, right? That's why you had the thing called Surviving R. Kelly, which was headed by Gayle King and all these other whores that decided not to play ball, who was funded by the elites to go on and say this, that, third about him before the trial came about and he got. And then what made it worse was the Gayle King's interview, where he was right by saying that his life is on the line and so forth. But the court of public opinion did not go in his favor. All right, these Edomites stir up the people's mind to come against whomever they deemed unworthy. In other words, you people are the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And even though with all the evidence that may be seen, that may prove that a person is guilty or not, your opinion counts. But even though all the evidence is accounted for with fingerprints, videos, and all sorts of things, when it comes to one of them, they tend to tell you, nope, that's not what you seen. So even like Jonathan Majors, the whole situation with him, clearly you could see on the video that he was running from the woman, yet he still gets sentenced and still might do a year in prison. So what did this devil say that was so controversy that he deserved this special thing? So this is what we call deflection. And I'm gonna get this video real quick. Salakia, there it is.
Dershowitz is on the Jeffrey Epstein list and accused by Jane Doe number 3 himself of sexual assault when she was a child. But if you watch Dershowitz on TV today, he wants a list of all these so-called radical feminists, as he put it, who pushed for the Epstein list, and he wants to know if they've conducted us.
Now, before I continue, let's set the scene. These laws, these rules, regulations, these new app rules, these new app regulations that they throw upon the people, and this Me Too movement, which was created by them, everything that Esau did is like a Frankenstein situation. They create a monster, and the monster comes back and bite them, right? They all for certain things until it comes back and bite them. So they want to cry wolf. The scripture comes in mind. He that diggeth a pit. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Should be Ecclesiastes. But I like to be professional. Ecclesiastes, I believe you are. Yep. Ecclesiastes, let's start at 7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. So the servants are upon horses. These Edomites are run this world. All right. They run a terrible shift. Every laws that they pass is adverse to the Most High. Everything that they pass is adverse to the Most High. All right. Everything that they do is against the Lord, but yet they still in power. Right? It says, and princes walking as servants upon the earth, which are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is why when you go to court, if you don't have your bank account is not enough, if you're not juiced in, you being sentenced to the extent of the law. All right, extent of their law, because all the laws that they pass is none and void. He says, he that diggeth a pit shall fall into it. All right, so he that diggeth a pit, what is a pit? A pit is a trap. So the same trapping that they have, and this is another one I want to get. The same trapping that they have for Jake Sometimes once in the blue, it comes back and bite him. And whosoever breaketh the hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Whosoever removeth the stone shall be hurt therewith. And he that cleaveth wood, shall be endangered thereby. There's another precept of that. Maybe it's this one. Yep, this is what I was thinking about. It says, Proverbs 26 and 25. When he speaketh, yeah, there it is. This is the one. Proverbs 26 and 23. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross. So a potsherd that's covered with silver dross, though it look and the outside looks good, all right, but inside is terrible. It's horrible. All right, it's not real. Then we dealing with not real individuals. They, to the extent of their law, we read his resume, the people that he worked with, what he stands for, and I didn't, I couldn't find the other one, which I wasn't thinking about to the moment. But even in that sense as well, he's willing to take everybody's rights because he is not for the people. He is for the system. All right. He that hateth this assembly with his lips and lay up the seat within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So that goes with everything that Esau stands for. Gad, Reuben called them the serpents with 4 tongues. All right, they speak one way and they're about something different. Whoso hated is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. The whole world's peeping game, because what this man's about to say, if there's no uproar, he's in Fox. Fox is controlled by Murdoch. Murdoch something, I forgot his last name. It's also small hatters. But let it be anybody else to say something like this, it would have been over for them. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it shall return upon him. So everything that Esau has done, the way he put his laws in the books, now all these Hollywood actors, these celebrities are being punished. But then there's a big but to this. They're about to change laws, because what they do in the dark, the world's starting to see. And they're going to make it normal. So let me let this guy, the devil, speak.
Here are all those radical feminists when it comes to the Hamas rapes of young Jewish girls, sexual abuse, beheadings. They are quiet. They are silent. The incredible hypocrisy of the Me Too movement.
Let's rewind. So, among the most damning revelations of the latest Epstein files is confirmation that pro-Zionist and current frontrunner to represent Israel in the International Court of Justice, Alan Dershowitz. He claims he's not only a pedophile, but also the hired gun who protected Epstein's pedophile ring. In case you don't want to read through the details of the 40 pages of evidence, let me tell you, Dershowitz, who arranged Epstein's 2008 sweetheart deal, was also accused by an Epstein victim of rape. Now, the unsealed documents show testimony from witnesses and Epstein and 3 co-conspirators who are invoking their Fifth Amendment rights to avoid self-incrimination. Now, Dershowitz claimed Epstein's victims were anti-Semitic. Jean-Luc Brunel, a close...
That's their favorite line. That's their favorite go-to. That's the complete, utter bullshit that these people, how to get down. All right? Even when the law that they put in place for certain things come against them, once you realize with the shit that they're doing, they use that term, this is why they made that law. They made it criminalized when they call somebody that, so that way they pretty much could get away and say whatever the hell they want to say. All right? So he's trying to use that you know what, to throw people off the scent in the trail that he's been involved with something so egregious. And this whole list shit is only gonna last for so long. When they really start hammering it in, because they started talking about people, and when they start really hammering in, expect some sort of deflection like they normally do, because they're not talking about the Hunter Biden crap no more. There's more distractions after distractions after distractions. But this you know what, which came from, I gotta give the brief history. This came out in I believe the 1940s, if I'm not mistaken, and the ADL was was created because they said the first what's this guy, Leo Frank, which was in Carolinas, who was the son of a pencil factory owner who was raping women. All right, he raped a woman. When you look up Leo Frank, you Google it. Of course, they themselves try to make it seem like he wasn't supposed to be lynched or anything like that, because the way it went down, to make a long story short, he raped a woman. He tried to blame it on Jake, and other Edomites was not feeling the Small Hatters, so they got the Jake in prison. Then they asked the Jake what happened, and he told them that it was this guy, because it's not the first time that he had to get rid of a body because of this guy. So they arrested him. They didn't even have a trial for this dude. They just took him in the back and hung his ass. So they used that as a catapult to create this whole ADL, which in reality, the reason why, which was a smoke and mirror, which was the real reason why they had created the ADL, because of the movements of the elites, mainly the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and so forth. They was making a lot of a lot of moves that people was started the term of anti-this was on the rise. All right, so they needed to create the ADL and use Leo Frank as a reason to say that word, that this man is the buzzword, so that could throw people off the trail. Because if you talk about them, even though they're guilty, you are a you know what, which is an oxymoron. Because anyway, that's not even a real word. That's just a word that they use it as a buzzword. So this guy's using this buzzword to throw people off his trail, okay? And the movement that he's talking about, the Me Too movement, which was created by them, okay? And this whole Epstein thing, which Epstein was small fry. Epstein is just nothing but a patsy, okay, for a bigger global thing. So he's upset that his name is being associated with Epstein, even though he knew what Epstein was doing and he was a part of that shit. Okay, that shows you these people are the devil, man. Let me let this thing.
Epstein ran a modeling agency, you may remember, where he provided Epstein underage girls. He was suicided in a French jail awaiting trial for raping minors and sex trafficking himself. The settlements, by the way, included public statements clearing Dershowitz of wrongdoing in exchange for, you guessed it, money. So today, not only is alleged pedophile, but definitely pedophile ring defender Dershowitz free, but he also wields power, joining forces with other prominent Zionists such as Bill Ackman, another Epstein associate, by the way, to take down university presidents in order to censor free speech for the benefit of Israel, protecting Israel from any accountability. And by the way, I'm not making this up, Alan Dershowitz is currently looking very constipated on television in the US, where he's demanding a list of the feminists who pushed for the Epstein list because he wants to know, and I kid you not, if they've condemned Hamas.
Now, the one point I do want to make is that I understand.
So placating to the sensitivity of what's going on there, he's using is these people don't want to take no sort of accountability whatsoever at all. Every buzzword they're gonna possibly use, they're gonna use it. Every tragic thing that they're gonna use, just like the the thing in 1945 that they claim that happened to them. Well, actually, not 1940. 1948. It was when the whole thing came a halt. They said that when the Russians came and they saw these people the way they were, in the concentration camp and this, that, to the third. So when this playbook keeps running every single time, and people becoming desensitized to it because they heard it so many times. So now we'll use the new buzzword, the new buzz. And now new buzz is Hamas. Hamas and the decapitation of children and this, that, to the third. These people always play the same fucking cards. They do not like to be put on Jump Street. They like to put themselves on Jump Street. When you talk about their situation, the reality of it, they scramble and find every excuse in the book. All right?
All the feminist groups and the radicals who think this is the worst thing in the world, that anybody ever had any contact with Jeffrey Epstein. Where are all those radical feminists when it comes to the Hamas rapes of young Jewish girls, sexual abuse, beheadings? They are quiet. They are silent. The incredible hypocrisy of the Me Too movement. Me Too, except if you're a Jew.
And there you go. They play the victim so well. They use the victim card so fucking well. All right. That's why, man. The Lord, what's coming to these people, man, is gonna be biblical, because this is what they showing the world. He's showing the world his true colors. He's showing the world what they all about. All right. Except if you are what? How the hell you gonna play the role, be the devil and play the role of the victim simultaneous? Okay? Matter of fact, before I continue, Salakia. But these things must come to pass. This is why we say these people are the devil. They play so many different fucking roles. It's unbelievable, except the role that they normally are. It says Psalm 73 and 3. For I was envy at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm, because this world is there. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. They are not in trouble like as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So he's not going to get in trouble. All right? They use only one of them to take down, to keep the people's minds going. But there's a international ring of those people taking children and doing whatever they want with those children. Okay? So it says, therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. They wear this with pride. They wear this with everything. This is how they raped, robbed, and murdered the whole entire world. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Let's look up the word loftily. It says that Hebrew word is Amar, one, height, elevation, elevated place, in the high place, height, proudly, of nobles. So when you talk about what's been done in the past, they just revert back to something that has nothing to do with nothing. They love playing the role of the victim, simultaneous, love being the victors. They took down Epstein, so shouldn't they be proud about that, right? But now because his name is coming up. Well, why don't they look at this? Was they considering about this? What the fuck they got to do with the list? What they got to do with the list? Now you want to call foul? You know? Because this is how they do. They redirect everything. All right, and this is part of who they are. They get it from their daddy. Which, matter of fact, let me get that. It says Hebrews 12:16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." This is their daddy. All right, no integrity at all, sold his birthright. Like, I don't care about this. Give me this food, right? For he know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it out carefully with tears. So this is their characteristics. When something don't go their way, they cry real quick. All right, because when you read of Esau knew exactly what he did. See, this is what people fail to understand. Like, oh, Jacob stole Esau's birthright. No, he didn't. Esau gave that up. He knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't give a damn. All right? There's a difference. So he sorted out carefully with tears after he knew the effect. After they passed all these laws and so forth, and they knew their name was going to be out there, they want to cry wolf. This is who they are. All right? Who they are with no integrity, yo. They have no sort of integrity. They throw each other under the bus. They massacre one another. Okay? Look at this devil, yo. And it says,
of all the radical feminists who are pushing hard, and I understand that, to get all these names revealed, and I want to know how many of them have ever actually condemned Hamas for the rapes that we now know occurred.
What does that have to do with the people on a list of a occurring thing? You're talking about two different subjects. Then you're going to say, oh, it's about the rape. It's about the grape. But wait a minute. You being caught up with something that's happened years ago. All right? Years ago. Y'all push this whole agenda where everybody that did things in the past, there's no such thing as statute of limitation. Right? Because you people decide to do that. Now all of a sudden you want to cry wolf. Make that make sense.
And the murders that occurred, how many have been silent, and how many, like the National Lawyers Guild, have actually approved of what Hamas did? So let's put this in context. I'm thrilled that all these papers have come out. I urged them. I went to court. I asked for everything to come out because I knew that I had done nothing wrong, and the papers would exculpate me. What I only worry about is that maybe...
That does not sound like somebody that did nothing wrong. That just sounds like somebody is guilty that's trying to hide everything. And that's what they're known for doing. Hiding. All right? That's their forte. They like to hide themselves amongst the people. Okay? They like to hide the fact, the crimes that they commit. But the world sees right through this shit. The world sees right through it. Yeah, Jake may not see it, but the rest of the world sees it. The Lord, the Most High, Yahweh, is exposing these devils at a whole high level. All right? Whole high level. And we got to stop giving credit to these elites. These elites got no fucking power. It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is just discovering, like it says, real quick. It says, Isaiah. Matter of fact, well, I already said Isaiah. (47). Wait a minute, hold on. Just a nice skirt. It's like, yeah. There it is. 2. Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. The world seeing your shame. These are the same people that pass these tough laws against people, and they the ones that's pushing all the madness, bro. They are the biggest hypocrites in the planet Earth. All right, this is why they're gonna legalize all this shit. This is why they push what they do in the dark. They doing it out in the open. All right, they doing it out in the open so to make it legalized. So all the chaotic shit that they do, people would do it too. That I've seen a post a brother put up that Cart Swab is got the green light to put crickets in people's food. These people, they sick. It says Luke 12:2, for there is nothing covered that should not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever you have spoken in the darkness, because these are the elites, these are the masterful plans to bring chaos to this world, all right, to throw any sort of resemblance of the scriptures, to throw it into total chaos. And those that follow the scriptures are public enemy number one, all right? And then the scriptures does not condone majority of the shit that they're doing today, all right? So when all these things is being condoned the way they are, now we know who's been doing this in the dark, because they just letting the scripture that tells you in the Sirach 10th chapter. So the leader of the people is, so there's officers, the people like it. So all this shit is not happened by accident. It says, therefore whatsoever you have spoken in the dark shall be heard in the light, and that which you have spoken in the air in the closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetop. So you devils are being exposed on a high level.
Judges withheld certain documents. I want to make sure every single document comes out, including the documents that cast doubt on the credibility of some of the accusers and some of the accused. The public has the right to see everything and make their own judgment. We do not country at guilt by accusation, but guilt by association.
Buddy, I'm not sure how you're gonna butt Hamas your way out of this, but I'm counting on you to try.
The world sees it, man. The world sees it, yo. The Lord is exposing you devils on a high level. First exposure, then destruction. First exposure, then destruction. This is the formula that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has established throughout all history. Okay? What you do in the dark is being exposed. And when the people realize what you're really doing, who you really are, oh, you're done. All you devils are done. And you know that. That's why brothers watching the brothers in Chicago, Elder Malcolm brought it out by Bush. He said if the people knew what we were doing, they would have hunted us down and burn and do this. Why? Because they're doing a lot of foul shit. All right? They're doing a lot of foul shit. 2 Thessalonians 2:9. No, I'm sorry. And 8. It says, Then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And who's really exposing you devils for? The prophets. All right? The prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord is using your own tongue, your own people, your own kind, even your own selves to expose yourself. Exposure. Then what? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So with that being said, shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.